Hey guys, Kyle here with Factory Forge, Director of Enrollment and Client Success, and I'm really excited to come on here today and have a quick conversation with you, doing my first Facebook Live in the group. And I wanted to touch on a couple of things that I've had a few phone calls here in the last week with some of you guys, and it just really seemed important that we came on today and we kind of pulled back the curtain in terms of, have you ever felt like you've gotten to the end of a week and all of a sudden you realize your to-do list is longer than when you started your week on Monday? And I want you to know, first of all, you're not alone. That's happened to me. That's happened, I think, every gym owner. And that, how would you like it if you knew that every single thing you were doing every single week was moving the needle forward, that it was driving your business towards the growth that allowed you to pay yourself a professional salary, that allowed you to have a security and safety net in the bank, a cushion of 6 or 12 months, that no matter what happens to your gym, God forbid, a flood, lightning strikes, whatever, that you could take care of yourself. And not only that, but you had a plan in place that was allowing you to attract your premium clients, people that you know when they walk in your door that they have a problem that not only can you solve, but you can speak to them in a way that connects with them, builds trust, and allows them to know that you are authentic and they're willing to pay you a premium price so that you can get paid a professional wage both in your gym and on every enrollment you're making a profit. I know you guys would like that. So, here's what's really going on. I think that a lot of gym owners, when they start on their weekly journey, right, they have so much to do in terms of running the gym itself. And so it's like, we wake up at 4 a.m., we have to go coach that early block of classes, we show up, and at the gym, of course, we walk through, we flip the lights on, we get the music going, we pull up the programming, we check the bathrooms, we make sure everything's just so, and then it's like that first client arrives, and boom, game on. We have to start talking to them, knowing what's going on. We start coaching our classes. Boom, 3 hours later, it's 9 a.m. We just finished mopping the gym floor, right? And now it's like we check our emails. We have 10 emails in there. We're trying to respond to our clients. Maybe there's a new lead in there asking about, hey, what are your prices? What do you guys do? And it's like all of a sudden, by the time you finish your emails, getting something to eat, it's time for the midday classes, okay? Or maybe it's time for you to train. And so what ends up happening is this kind of cycle repeats itself, right? Every single day, you come in early, you start doing your thing. Maybe you have to work a split shift if you don't have a team of coaches built out yet, where you get your training in midday, you get something to eat and showered up. And by the time that's over, it's time to coach again. And then all of a sudden you go ahead, you shut the gym down, you get home, 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and it's time to do it all over again. I've been there. I've done that. I did that for years. And, the real problem is that when everyone is looking to you to run the game, right, to be in charge of the show, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, if you don't have certainty in terms of your vision of where your company is going, who you are serving, how you're serving them, and the exact steps in terms of how do you reach that outcome, you will always feel at a little bit, maybe you feel this way now, like you have that imposter syndrome. Because when people are looking to you to run the show, when people are looking to you as the leader, if you cannot speak clearly to that vision that allows people to ascend to that higher version of themselves, right? As a coach, that's what we do on the floor. That's what we do so well. We talk to people. We say, hey, welcome to CrossFit XYZ or whatever our gym name is. And we say, this is what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to help you, right? We're going to get the pain out of your joints. We're going to get the fat off your body. We're going to put muscle in its place. And they get really excited. The problem is that we're not always, as gym owners, able to do that for our companies. And the reason is, of course, most gym owners got into this because it was their passion. It was the thing that they got really excited about, and they wanted to share that passion with other people. They wanted to change some lives. And so what happens is they get into business, and just like I was talking about working through your day, they end up accumulating all of the busy work that business owners accumulate. And it puts you in a place almost like a prison where at the end of your week, you're looking back and not only is your to-do list longer, but you haven't had the time or the bandwidth to check anything that you really wanted to do off that list. And so it prevents you from growing. And it prevents you from actually doing a couple other things like testing out new strategies in terms of, is what I'm doing now the best way? And most gym owners that I've talked to, the 3 in the last week come to mind, they know that what they're doing isn't the most efficient. Because the truth is, ask yourself and be honest, did you build your gym on hard work or on knowledge? And most gym owners built their gym on hard work, right? We are dogged workers, we are bullheaded, and we are the type of people that just want to claw tooth and nail to reach success. But after a while, sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 5 years, doesn't matter. But at some point, that moment comes where you have to realize it's time to make a shift. Because the real cost of you not having a strategy or a proven plan to grow your company, where every step is clearly laid out, means that you're going to waste your time, you're going to waste the time of your clients, and you're going to waste the time of your team. And that doesn't make you feel good. And if you know that, you're again going to have kind of that imposter syndrome. And it can lead to overwhelm. It can lead to anxiety. You can even wake up in the middle of the night like, how am I going to get through this week with as much as I have to do? And so it can not only affect you, but it can affect your health. If you're not sleeping, if you're training hard, it can be one of those things where you're on the floor trying to coach somebody and you're distracted because you have so many things you have to do. I have to make a deposit at the bank, right? I have to get back to the emails. I have ASCAP emailing me, for crying out loud, for the 9th time this month. And so all these things kind of come up. And the truth is, if you're distracted and you have all these things to do, it can almost paralyze you with indecision. And when that happens, you're 100% guaranteed not growing your company, okay? And so what I want you to understand is that if you do not fix your ability to clearly see the vision of where your company is going and know the exact steps and strategy of how to implement to achieving that vision, then you're going to die under a mountain of busy work, and you're going to have anxiety and stress, and it's eventually going to lead you to a point where you'll have to make a decision, because without growing your company, without being able to get revenues in excess of expenses and have that safety net of profit and being able to have that kind of cash flow that allows you to hire a team who can at some point replace your on the floor ability, right? Without all that, you're going to burn out, and it happens every day. And then you're going to be forced to make a decision about, man, or maybe you're already thinking about this, man, do I have to get a real job? Do I have to put myself in a position where I can just start paying into the business to keep it afloat? And that's someplace nobody wants to be, okay? And, at the end of the day, what that really means is you're not going to be able to serve your community. They're going to be forced to have to go somewhere else and train with people that are not as skilled as you, who care less than you, and they're not going to be willing to give as much as you are to your clients. But I want you to know that there is a better way. And that better way, and what you'll see time and again, if you look at athletes, right? People who play games for a living, what do? Well, they have coaches. I mean, look at Matt Frazier, for crying out loud, right? He's got, his girlfriend cooks all his food. He's got a physical therapist. He's got a massage therapist. He's probably got all sorts of other people that just help support him in doing the one thing that he wants to do, right? And all he's doing is he's playing a sport. Now, of course, we all admonish that sport, or we admire that sport, and we love the sport, but it's not like he's actually making an impact on somebody the way you are. He's not getting down on his knees, making sure that the grandma, 65 years old, can squat below parallel for the first time so that she has the ability to go and hang out with her grandkids for the next decade, right? What I'm saying is you're doing important work, and it's really important that you take the growth of your company as seriously as Matt Frazier does his training. And the way you do that is by hiring a coach. And quite simply, a coach, I think there's a big distinction to make here too, because a coach is not just somebody who can give you that proven plan. The proven plan is definitely the big part of this, right? If without a proven process, you will constantly waste your time, which is going to make you feel frustrated and anxious, and probably wake up in the middle of the night like, what am I doing? How am I going to make this work? And until you figure that out, you're kind of just going to be treading water. But a really good coach is going to have that proven plan of, hey, I was struggling where you are, and now I'm here. And I can tell you that, hey, in 2013, I was paying myself $1,000 a month, barely making ends meet, driving a beater car. And when I first started working with Factory Force, Chris especially, back in 2013, he helped transform the way I viewed my business. And it was not only pairing me with a proven process in terms of this is how we're going to run the company, this is how we're going to organize the inside workings of your organization, here's how we're going to build out your team, here's how we're going to organize your sales and marketing. All of that, of course, was done in a proven process. But the other thing that a coach can do for you that's so critical is they give you the psychological ability to how to show up in your company. They give you that ability to know exactly how to show up so you can lead. Because most often when people people have a strategy, right? They could have the best strategy in the world, but if they don't have the psychology or the mindset to be able to use that strategy, then they stop taking action. Because all mindset comes down to is, are you going to show up and do the work or not? And so often people are given a great strategy and they show up, but then they're still in that kind of reactive, overwhelmed state. And they're like, and they freak out. And so they stop taking action. And so they don't get the result. And so the real value of having a coach is having someone that can be your advocate, having someone who can lead you towards that life of fulfillment and that goal that you've set for yourself, hold you accountable, and show you that path to walk step by step in the exact order you need to do it. So every single day, you know that your actions are moving the needle forward. And at the end of the day, if your goal is to enroll your best clients at a premium price so you can then service them and keep them forever, wouldn't it be nice if you had a proven plan and somebody show you to do that, that's already doing that and that has then done that for 10 years and is currently doing that in their own gym? And that's what I wanted to talk to you today about. So if any of this is resonating with you, if you guys feel like you're treading water, if you feel like you're in a place that you're not able to get that needle to move forward, where at the end of the week, you're further back than you were when you started, then I'd like to invite you to go ahead and click the link below and book a call with us. And what we're going to do on that call is we're going to hop on for about 45 minutes. And I want to do exactly what we talked about today. I want to take a quick dive into your business. Let's see where you are today. Let's get really clear on what that looks like. Then I want to get crystal clear on where it is you want to go. And if we can be a solution to help you close the gap, then I absolutely want to show and tell you how. If not, we're going to steer you to somebody that can. So no matter what, you're going to get tons of value from that call. You're going to get massive clarity, and you're going to have a lot of fun in the process. I guarantee it. So go ahead, click the link below, and we're going to book that call. We can talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.